I'm in the production area. What I heard from Claire over the phone, I have a feeling that we'll make at least 10 of them.
At least 10. And how much would that be in revenue?
About 7 to 10K.
That's just from those deals this month. Right? That's nuts, bro. And typically, how much was the typical revenue before every month? Was it like 7, 10K?
About 7 to 10 in 1 month.
In a month. And this is just like, we're in June.
And we're at half of what our monthly goal is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. So you said you have 18 pending deals.
Actually, it's
Okay, 16.
I forgot that I disqualified too.
No worries. You got Fathom, by the way. That's awesome.
Yeah, I like it. It's been good.
It's been nice. It's free.
And I mean, I haven't really had to use it. When I have, it's been nice.
Yeah, for sure. So you said, sorry, what's the percentage split again of what did you say it was?
It's about 60.
40% is ink launch?
No, 60 is ink launch.
60% of the sales is ink launch?
Pretty much. Might be a little bit higher, but the last numbers that I looked at, that's about what it is.
That's nuts, man. So you guys, okay. So the main thing we have to figure out is getting someone in place to do the art.
Yeah, and dude, I don't want to do the Philippines.
No, I got you, man. We can. Have you checked out Fiverr?
I have, and I guess I was gonna ask you guys about this when we were gonna do our one-on-one to see, because my only real concern right now is just reliability.
Of the design.
Reliability and their turnaround times. I went browsing through it, and some of them were like on a 3-day turnaround.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
I need like mostly 30 minutes to an hour is what I try to have.
You can go on Fiverr and maybe try and bring someone on house. This would be a better question for Alex, to be honest. I never really had to deal with it. I was pretty good in that department.
Try and send me to the Philippines. Anytime we've talked about doing that, it's always been go to the Philippines. And I'm like,
I'll talk to Alex. Who knows? Maybe what we can give you, like we can find someone. We have our own connections. We can help you out there.
I mean, like if they send us artwork already ready to go, their logo and stuff.
Yeah.
Claire's been doing a quick mock-up with the quotes and helping facilitate that process. And in Printavo, we just click a button, add the artwork, and place it where we want it, and mock-up's done.
Claire is so busy with the art. Is she doing all 16? Like how many mock-ups is she trying to do right now?
Emily is doing 7 designs right now.
7, Jesus. Yeah, she's probably stacked without pay.
And it doesn't help when I'm coming in and I'm like, we got to move a little bit more.
Need more sales. So you said Claire. Sorry, I called Emily Claire by accident. You said Claire closed some deals today.
Yes, I gotta look. Let's see. I know they were between $700 and $1,200
for each deal.
Each deal was about $700 to $1,200 in that. And from what she was kind of relaying to me was they were kind of like little smaller test runs because we're not local to them. They're like, well, we want to do a small trial and then we'll expand out.
So it could be much more than $700, $1,200 then.
Yeah. They're trying out some t-shirts, some hoodies, some polos, some hats, just a variety of things.
Dude, that makes me so happy, man, because I know maybe, like, obviously we're still going to keep on pushing the scale this, but I mean, compared to where we were.
Oh, absolutely. By next week, I want to be scaling. I honestly, once we've caught everything up, I don't think Claire will have a problem. She just walked in after we did all of this. She walked in and was like, she pulled up ink launch and she was like, what the fuck is all of this? This is all changed.
Yeah, I know. It's nuts.
But I talked to her today and she's like, honestly, I like this better.
Really? She likes it.
She's like, I'm not worrying about trying to get people on the phone. I'm worrying about selling them as much fucking shit as I can.
Dude, this genuinely makes me so happy because I know you and I comped on like personal one-to-one calls before. Like
Yeah.
not even, like, less than like a month ago, bro.
And
We still gotta get we still can make more progress, but I mean,
we got a little bit more to do before we're like in a what I would say is a safe spot.
of course. But I guess what do you think has changed since then when we were stressing out?
Well, I left my full-time job.
You committed,
I said, but that brought on a lot of extra stress.
of course.
But you know what? We're in the new office. We're setting stuff up. We're rolling out. So I have the space that I need to actually be efficient and work.
Dude, that's awesome, bro. So before it was like obviously right now you said it's like 60-40 right now sales. But before like let's say 2-3 weeks ago, what would you say it was before? Was it all 100% referrals?
90-10 at most.
90-10. Yeah.
We flipped that around. I do know that there was some issue with Facebook
Yeah.
ads. We're in the process of a bank merger.
What?
A bank merger. Our
Oh,
current bank is being bought by another bank, and they
oh, that's weird.
fucked all my cards up.
Yeah.
So the closest ETA is next week before we'll have a working card.
Then hopefully we'll have, even more quote requests coming through for Claire to absolutely murder it, bro. That's awesome. You mean that means she's doing real good. She got 3 sales just today.
Well, and she looked at me. She said to me yesterday, she's like, "Yeah, my lease is up at the end of August. I'm gonna try. I need to try and buy a house." And I looked at her and I said, "So in order for me to help you out with that, I said based on your current commission structure, I want you to hit that 50K a month, that 50K a month in sales because that brings you 7 grand a month. You do that for June, July, then you not only did you bring your 7, you get an extra 2 grand
9K. She's
a
basically
quarter."
6 figures at that point.
Yeah, I mean, so we're talking 14, 16K. You do another half a month worth of fucking rockin' sales, you're at a down payment. You keep going that way, then we transition you to a full-time job, a salaried job, a W-2 with us at a certain rate that we'll discuss later. That's another proof of income for a bank, and I'm sure it's higher than your public safety proof. Gives you more spending power with the bank, and that seemed to fire her up.
It's nuts, man.
So
Um,
next week, I definitely want to be planning a scale and or executing a scale.
so with these 16 deals that you have on the books right now, how many of them do you like? How confident are you that they'll go through?
I'm confident that at least from what I've heard, I'm in the production area, what I heard from Claire over the phone, I have a feeling that we'll make at least 10 of them.
At least 10. And how much would that be in revenue?
About 7 to 10K.
That's just from those deals this month, right? That's nuts, bro. And typically, how much was the typical revenue before every month? Was it like 7, 10K
About 7 to 10 in 1 month.
in a month? And this is just like we're in June.
And then we're at half of what our monthly goal is. Because right now the goal is set to 20. I told Claire that I want us to be at least 20K a month in sales.
So we're about to double revenue. Fingers crossed. We have
Yeah.
16 deals on the line. We'll see how it goes. But we're 5 days into June.
I'm confident that June will be our turnaround month.
5 days into June. We're not even a week into June. That's
Yeah.
awesome, bro.
And I'm going on a vacation with not only Emily and Judson, I'm going on with my parents, my grandparents, my uncles, my aunts, all that. We're doing a big giant family vacation next week.
Yeah.
Well, I told Claire while I'm shutting down production because I don't have anybody else that can do it. We haven't
Yeah.
got it. If she can get to 20K a month, I can start bringing somebody in for production, and then we can scale even further.
If we bring somebody for production, how much further do you think do you think the next cap will be?
If I can bring in at least one person to either do just the embroidery or just the screen printing, we'll be looking at about 20K a month, and we'll be comfortable.
The goal
And
was 50 though. I remember you told me, right?
by January 1, I want to be at,
60K a month.
and by about June, July, I want to be at 100.
Ready to freaking scale this to the moon, man. That's awesome.
Emily does not believe me, but after your and I's conversations, is scaling sales is the hardest part. Because I told her that. She's like, you know what? In January, if I have to bring on another sales rep, if we have whatever to deal with it, we'll do it. Then they're going to take over. They're going to do their job, and then production's easy peasy. I mean, we buy more embroidery machines, and the hardest part of doing that is waiting for them to come in.
That's nuts, man.
We already have a giant ass press. I bought my press used. It's 8 colors, 8 stations. So I mean, it's ready for whatever they have to bring. And then if we get to a point where that's getting small, then we'll invest in the automatic.
An automatic will be a game changer, you know. So I'm checking right now. We have, roughly 20 quote requests that's come through for Claire, and ads are off, right?
Yep.
Ads are off. So
Unless there's more. Right now on the board, I have 17. So I don't know unless they've updated in the last couple minutes.
I think they might have updated in the past couple of minutes, or maybe there might be a duplicate in here. 17, 20-ish quote requests in here, just under. And ads are off. And you have 16 deals on the books. Now, obviously, not all of that's from Ink Lunch. You said only about 60%. But still, that means Claire is a killer. You guys are killing it right now. And I think, the big turnaround here was really just going all in. Would you agree?
Yeah.
I love that, man.
But yeah, we're in our new office and our new home, so I'm not bouncing around between multiple locations where the embroidery machine is, where the screen printing press is. It is all in one centralized place.
Did you say your new home? You live there?
It might become my new home if we get to a point where I need additional hands and I can't find them. Might become my new home.
So that's not. Oh man. So we got 16 deals on the books, and ads are off. And you're ready to scale. Obviously, your bank is merging. That's annoying. What bank do you use?
We use American National that's being taken over by Atlantic Union.
I don't know, man. There's like a billion banks in the United States.
It's the biggest clusterfuck.
Yeah, there's so many banks.
When American National took over Hometown, which was my original bank, I don't remember it being this fucking terrible.
Bro, I think there's like 4 main banks in Canada. It's so simple. It's like you just gotta choose. Man, there's too many banks in the States. Anyways, that's a whole side topic.
Yeah.
But that makes me happy, bro, because I know
So
we've had many conversations just in the past few weeks, and obviously I think we're starting to turn things around here. We got 16 deals on the book. Claire is closing. She said she probably closed like what, like 3K, 2,500 today, or how much would you say?
probably right around 2 to 3K in deals.
2 to 3K in deals in a day.
I think I'm waiting on the final deposit to come through.
Got you. Just waiting on the final deposit. And
two of them, I know she got 100%.
Yeah.
One of them, I think he wasn't 100% comfortable with 100% prior to seeing mock-ups, so we made it work.
Yeah. Dude. Okay. Well, that's awesome to hear, man. Obviously, we got to keep on pushing if we're going to get to the 100K mark. Let's blow past the 60K mark, bro. I think we can do it. If we scale this properly, we get the right people in. First off, we need someone to do the art and the mock-ups, and then obviously we need someone on production. But obviously to do that, we need more sales from Claire. But dude, it's the better.
Claire came back yesterday. I haven't touched a single sale. She's been doing it all.
Oh, she got back yesterday and she closed 3K. She got back yesterday. Boom, closed 3K. It's been a day. Are you serious?
Yesterday we spent time getting desks in the office, getting everything kind of situated, getting her set, and then showing her the new system and walking her through it, showing her where the form is semi-hidden.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I explained to her my little goof that I had with short sleeve hoodies. I saw the short sleeve and I saw hoodies checked and I was like, you want short sleeve hoodies?
That might be a new fad.
So I called him. Well, I called him for clarification, and he's like, "Oh no, man, I wanted short sleeve T-shirts. I only wear short sleeve hoodies going to the gym." Okay, that's had a good laugh over it.
That's awesome. I only
Yeah,
wear sleeve hoodies going to the gym. I've never even seen a short sleeve hoodie, man.
but we got everything kind of. I've got to finish getting him situated. Um, in the morning, we're calling my 500 Polo man.
Yeah, the 15K deal.
Yeah. Well, I had to kind of explain to him that he was not getting Under Armour polos for $20 a pop.
Yeah, is that what he wanted?
Yeah, he was like, "I mean, that ain't gonna happen." My my legal agreement with Sanmar, Alpha Border, whoever the fuck carries it,
Yeah,
it's especially Under Armour, we have to go at the MAP,
yeah,
manufacturer advertised price.
yeah, yeah.
That is $62.95 at a barrel
Okay. Did
before
you tell him that already?
kind of indicated that that was going to be a little hard to try
Yeah.
and do, but let me work on it. Let me look at some other options, and I'll put together some options for you, and then we'll talk about it.
So what would be like the ideal, like if you were to do Under Armour polos for this guy, how much do you think the quote will actually be?
Let's see, it's 65 plus. I think his embroidery came out to like $3.40 per
Damn.
polo because it's at 500.
Yeah, yeah. 34K deals, man. I'm loving it.
He's not going to do that, but like if he really wanted the Under Armour route, that's the way he was going to go about it.
Who knows? How big is this guy's company again?
150 employees.
150 employees. Keep me updated on that. I want to see how that goes.
Yeah,
Either 34K deals, bro. We'll hit 60K this month.
I sent him an email, and I mean, I know it said I understand your hope of the Under Armour polos. While we can't accommodate that within your desired budget, we have other alternatives. I kind of gave him the pros and cons. I threw in some freebies for him. Um, the
How
freebies
responsive is
through.
this guy? Is he super responsive?
I guess he's been out with the new grandbaby, so
Fair enough, yeah.
and you know he and I kind of connected on that family level. Family comes first. Um, but he definitely seemed like he was interested in doing business.
And did
So
this come from the ads?
yeah, he came from the ad,
Damn.
and I got the notification
Yeah,
that his lead came through, and then 5 minutes later he was calling us.
that's awesome. You
But
called
yeah, I threw in some freebies and some discount stuff. I said up to 5,000 business cards at no cost.
damn. That's
Going to cost me like $100 total
just
to
for
print,
the
just to print, give him 5,000 business cards.
yeah. But
Um,
it needs to be 10,000 and if it needs to be 10,000 business cards to get the deal across the line. Let's do
yeah,
it.
he's going to get free digitizing, which is normally like a $30 value. I offered him 50% off hats. Normally they're about $30, so I told him we'll sell them to you for 15.
Yeah.
And then I told him we'd give him 100 printed T-shirts for $850, normally $1,000 value, because his logo is two color.
Got you.
So
Definitely want to call him, man. Let me know how that call goes, and I want to see how this deal goes. Whether or not, obviously, if it ends up being not the Under Armour polos and ends up being like a 10, 15K, we'll still take it. Let me know if he still wants to do the Under Armour polos though, because if a 34K deal comes through,
I took that one. I took that lead from Claire, and I said I'm not giving it to her because I'm not paying. If it comes out to the Under Armour, I'm not paying her $3,400 in fucking commission.
We'll see how it goes. Who knows?
I'm keeping that shit for myself. I sent him over some options, like the Port Authority Dry Zone UV Micro Mesh Polo.
I'd still definitely hop on a call with him though, for sure.
Oh, I'm going to. I sent him over the email first, like I promised. It was like I'll shoot you an email with some options, give you a day or two to look over it, and then hop on, talk to you, answer any questions you got. Once you kind of pick out your final polo, then I'll get you your full official quote.
Dude, sorry, what was that?
On the cheap end, the cheapest polo that we offered, we're looking at $1,200 for the order.
For the cheapest polo?
Yep, for the cheapest polo in our proposal, it's $1,250 or
For the whole,
$1,200 for the entire 500 polos.
what type of polos you got, man? These must be some pretty shit polos.
Port Authority, Dry Zone, UV, Micro Mesh.
Ah, yeah. Well, let's see how that goes, man. So just to recap, one, I just want to mention that the ads are fucking off right now. So we have.
I was waiting for a message from you, like, do you realize your ads are off? And I'm like, yeah.
No, I know. I was gonna reach out to you, but
The bank mergers kind of fucked us up on this.
yeah.
But
So after off, we have.
pull it out.
What's up?
So Claire's pulling it off.
Claire's killing it, man. So we hit 3K in a day, even though ads are off. We have a 1,200 to 34K 500 polo order, and we have 16 deals on the books right now that if they go through, will hit what you usually hit in a month in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, if we can consistently hit 20, I can bring somebody else in. I could even honestly hire a full-time graphic designer
The
in lieu
main,
of a production person.
the
I
main bottleneck right now is just getting in that graphic designer. That's it.
that's pretty much right now the main thing. If I can get a graphic designer in here almost every day that can do everything that Emily does for me, it takes that off of my shoulders because I know it's going to be done. It's going to be done on time with no issues. Because the problem is Emily still works full time fire and EMS.
Yeah, for sure.
So she's at work for 24 hours right now. So she's kind of balancing with me, putting everything in order. And if honestly, if I can get Claire to get up to 20, I can bring somebody in with no issues and no question. And we're still, even with that, we're still walking away with $5,000 in profit a month.
That'll be awesome, man.
After the $2,000 for the building and ad spend and all this other stuff, y'all's retainer, I mean, we're probably looking about five-ish in profit a month.
Which is super interesting because the majority of your expenses, I would say, are fixed expenses, right? So like rents, all that.
Outside of ad spend, yeah, pretty much everything else is fixed.
So literally all we need to do to increase your profit margins is get more deals across the line.
Claire and ad spend are my only two variable expenses.
So that means if we get more deals across the line, your profit margins will be fucking nuts.
And we're still operating on actually with the deals that Claire's putting through, we're operating close to 60 to 70% profit.
You serious?
I didn't tell her, but in the back end of the order management system, how it works is she types in the product number off of Sanmar, Alpha Broider, wherever she's looking for the customer.
Yeah.
She types it in, she picks the color, and then it marks it up automatically based on what I have set on the back end.
So we're hitting, you said 60 to 70 profit right now? Gross?
For product, yeah, we're hitting about 70% markups.
That's awesome, bro. I remember when we first talked, we were like, I asked you, one of the first things I asked you when you and I were first talking, like, what's your gross? And you gave me some atrocious number. It was terrible. And I was like, oh no, we need to increase that. And now we're pretty much there. That's freaking insane. I love that.
I just did it on the back end. She doesn't know.
So we're getting more deals, we're making more money, and we're profiting more.
Long story short.
Dude, I'm so excited for us to help. I'm so excited for us to scale this, man. Once we get
You
someone in
guys
place,
taking over the lead nurturing and everything has been a game changer.
really.
Yeah. Claire's only complaint so far is she would like the email notification that we always got.
Yeah.
I tried building that into the automation, but I don't think I did it right.
I'll make sure she gets it. I think we're sending it to an email. I'll have to check which email it is though. The email we're sending to right now is
Because I'm not even getting it.
oh, you're not?
Yeah, not me. When I put it in there, I put for both of us to get it, more or less, so that way on the back end I can kind of keep tabs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that way, like, if I'm talking to her at the end of the day and she's like, "Yeah, I only did like two calls," and I know for a fact in the
Yeah.
last 24 hours I've gotten 30 emails, then I know
Yeah, something's wrong there.
start digging deeper as to like, all right, why?
Yeah.
I've only done two.
Got you. Well, dude, I'll make sure that's set in stone. We can follow up with each other to make sure that's put in place properly.
Yeah, I may have just not done it right.
No worries, man. So I mean, like, we're sending it to Colin at Threaded Eagle right now, but I'll have to double check. Nothing. Okay.
I'm not getting anything. I'll double check my spam. I'm
Yes.
getting the notifications when somebody texts the number. I'm getting all those other notifications. I'm just not getting a new lead notification.
Understood. Well, look, man. I'm gonna go talk to Alex and figure out if the main thing is really just a graphic designer. Jesus Christ, it's such an easy problem to fix. Obviously, they need to be able to do the work and be skilled, but we can find someone. I'm gonna go talk to Alex. Don't worry. Try and do my best. Make sure it's no Philippines. I got you.
I don't have anything against like the Philippines itself. It's just like if I cannot physically see them or talk to them on the phone,
Yeah. Well, you
like
can talk to them. If you bring someone in, regardless of where they're located, the policy that we have is you have to have your camera on meetings.
gives me like just that little bit of like back end anxiety that like I'm just gonna get fucked.
Yeah, by a faceless
Yeah,
Philip.
by somebody that I can't like my digitizer, I can pick up the phone right now and call him and tell him, hey, I'm sending you a new file. I need it back tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I
And
feel you, man. I agree with you.
it's done.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's just about finding the people that fit the culture. We can definitely help out there. Whether or not it's from the Philippines, I know I know, but we'll do our best to avoid that.
I mean, if we can get through the rest of this month and hit 20K, at least bare minimum, I can put out an ad here in Lynchburg and probably find some college student for the summer that needs a job, or I could find somebody to come fill in temporarily until we.
If you're really, really against outsourcing it to a third world country, yes, we can do that. That would be the next best option. But I promise you, man.
My digitizer supposedly is in Ontario, so
Yeah,
like I mean I'll go outside the country, but I know I get the responsiveness.
of course. Everyone on our team, at least, who is a virtual assistant, is very responsive. That's just because we enforce it. We're very we're culture driven. Like also be like if you're nice, they'll be responsive. Like that's the big one. Like you should see we're just super nice to everyone we work with, and
Well, I mean, yeah, and like with our digitizers, as much as like I probably sent him a lot of like projects that we need next day or 2 days from now. Actually, the funniest moment was I made a goof on a. I sent him something for a client. A couple months later, the client comes back and says, "Hey, I want hats too." So I have to send it back to him and get it designed for hats. And he's like, "Oh, no charge." And I'm like, "Nah, dude, you're too valuable to my company for me to let. I appreciate the offer, but I can't do that. That to me is like I feel like I'm taking advantage of you because of all the work you do for us.
of course, that's a
All
good
these
news.
response. I don't have to check your work. I checked it the first couple of times when I got new files from him.
Yeah, he'll be
They're
with you forever,
always,
man.
they're always spot on, perfect. I never have to send it back for corrections or questions. So at this point, I get a file back from him. I just run it.
He'll be with you forever, man.
Oh yeah, I told him you're not allowed to go anywhere. I said I'm not paying somebody to figure out how to do this. Do what you do. You're done. You're locked in.
That's awesome. All right, man. So really, all we got to figure out then is how to get a proper graphics designer in place.
Yeah.
Take off the load from Jessica. Not
Where
Jessica.
did you even come up with Jessica?
Emily, bro. I get confused. I'm not a very good names person, man.
Yeah.
Faces, good. Emily,
Yeah.
and we'll be ready to go. I promise you, once I meet her face to face, I will never forget it. We'll never forget.
Yeah, Emily, we can find a suitable replacement. We have office space. If we have office space, if they're somewhat local and need a space here, I'm not opposed to working from home as long as obviously stuff's done. I can't work from home. I tried it for the last 2 weeks waiting to move into here, and it was a fucking wreck from hell.
Yeah. If there's the family there, it's like,
Yeah, Emily would be home from work. It was just like, and then I would be like, oh, I need to unload the dishwasher, or oh, I need to do this, or oh, that could get done, and then it's just like I sidetrack off the whole thing, and it's just a cluster.
yeah, I agree with you, man. I agree with you.
But
Even though I work at home right now, but
and for some people it works.
I prefer working in a space.
I prefer being in the office.
Yeah.
I'm more focused. I have everything that I need here. I don't worry about anything.
And all right, brother. Well, I think
For
we have
right now, all we need is just a graphic designer. That an hour is the goal for a turnaround.
our turnaround time. Well, I'll let the team know, and I'll talk to Alex once more and see what we can do. I'll make it very clear. No Filipinos. I got it. Unless they're super good, unless their turnaround is like 30 minutes, then sure.
I'm not opposed to it. Like I said, it's just I have my concerns.
I got it. Yeah.
But like, if they're able to, and with the time zone, that's my other like concern
Yeah.
because we're on Easter time. I'm trying to think of how much of a difference it is for them. Because believe me, I've had to outsource some. I've had to purchase some stuff from China for customer projects already, and that was.
It could be a problem. Don't worry, man. If we do get someone from that area, we'll hook you up good.
I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning on the going back and
Make sure you're taking care of
forth. Send me one message at like 2 o'clock, and then by 2:05 I had three more. I was like, I guess I'm getting up and I'm answering this because my phone's just ding, 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 ding.
I got you. We will make sure you're taken care of. Don't worry about it. But I really do.
Because then I'll find another purpose for Emily.
Yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, like if she's not doing, can she do production or no? She's full time still. Yeah.
We can, well, on her off days, we can put her in production. We are working right now on trying to boost our Facebook presence and our social media presence. Maybe she's got a forte in that. Maybe that's what she does.
Yeah.
Like just I know I can find another role. I know she wants to be involved, but now timing is the problem.
Yeah. We it's a spot where it's just like, yo, we just need to scale.
It's nothing against you, Em, but we got to do this for the better of everybody else.
For sure. I guess Colin, I'm curious, man. I'll be fully transparent with you guys. We have other clients as well that are running a similar system, calling the leads, getting the call requests coming through, and everything. But
Oh,
they're
I
not.
meant to do your feedback form.
Yeah, no worries, man. I guess but they're not seeing the same success as you and Claire and Emily are right now. What do you think was the main factor if you were to give some feedback for anyone else that's going to be doing the same thing or trying to do the same thing? What would you say is the main factor to, getting more deals coming through, hitting those $3,000 days, getting 16 deals on the books and ready to go?
This is gonna sound god awful, but I have no fucking clue. I guess I just got luck of the draw.
Luck of the draw.
Yeah.
What do you mean exactly?
I'm gonna take it as we just got lucky that this is what worked for us. because remember, Claire has no sales experience whatsoever. And I mean, I guess as fire and EMS, we have a way of selling you on that you need to go to the hospital. So like that's kind of where our sales experience is convincing people like this is what you need to do. But I have no clue how we did it. How we've gotten from the point of like I'm freaking out because we've invested in the screen printing side, we're investing in this, and our sales aren't really helping us here. But in order for us to actually make a profit, we need to bring screen printing in house because when I was outsourcing it with no real problem, like our outsourcing team, like team that we outsourced to was great, but I was only making like $1 or $2 per shirt in profit by the time I paid them for their service, and it just wasn't financially feasible. So we made the decision with 8K in the bank that we needed to invest in the screen printing. That's what we did. It's bitten me in the ass so far, but we're starting to steadily get it turned around. I honestly don't know how we've done it. I wish I could tell you.
No worries, man.
Because I would be more than happy to tell other people this is how we've done it.
Yeah.
Other than, I mean, I have a money hungry workaholic sales rep.
Yeah.
Like the only reason she took this job was 10% commission. That's all she sees. Is I get 10% of what I sell.
Yeah. I guess I'm curious. If she had no prior sales experience, how do you think she was able to close 3K today?
I know she's gone through the school platform. I went through and I did all the videos and took my notes, and then I know she went in behind me. So I don't know if that has something to do with it.
The school, like as like the influence.
Y'all's yeah,
Oh,
y'all's school community. I know
got
she went through there, but I don't know if that helped or if she's just really good at sweet talking people. And that may be her hidden keys that she's a sweet talker.
maybe.
I've given her a pretty good length of rope to kind of do what she's got to do to close deals. Like I said, at your discretion, you can discount stuff up to 20%. You can bring in a 20% discount if that's what it takes to close the deal. Said I don't want to see it on every deal that you're doing, but out of let's say the 16 deals, if you have to discount 4 of them and we close all 16, we're still almost at a 50% margin. She doesn't know that, but I know that.
All right, man. That is awesome. Let me know how those 16 deals go. Let me know how that 34K, 15K, whatever it ends up being, deals go. I will let you know how it is with getting a graphic designer. Again, I'll get you a good one, I promise.
Yeah. I know she'll be back in the morning, and then she won't be with us on Friday. She'll
Yeah,
be back Monday. I'll have to do a majority of sales on Tuesday while I'm away, and then Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, and then she should be in the rest of the week.
awesome.
I
So
I might have to call her and figure out her secret because she's done better than I have.
maybe it's worth giving her the 34K deal. If it means it gets closed, it means it gets closed. You know what I mean?
I think honestly he'll close. We just got to come to an agreement on a number.
Well, let me know how that goes, man. I guess the one last thing I'm curious about is before we started working together, how are you guys getting leads before? Was it all just referrals? Damn, dude, I'm excited for this because I know you guys do good work. I think that's why you guys were able to grow to at least just on referrals month over month. So if we add paid ads on top of that, we scale it. And now we have Claire, and then we're gonna do graphic designer, and then we're gonna scale freaking production. You guys are gonna crush it. We're gonna hit 60K. We're gonna hit 100K, man. I'm excited for you. Let me
Yeah.
know if there's any way I can help you out. Um, I'm gonna go talk to Alex now about that graphic designer. Shoot me a message, and I'll be
Yeah.
back.
Just let me know what y'all's ideas are. Yeah, because I mean, I'm not afraid to try Fiverr. I just don't want to.
I get it, man.
I
Yeah,
don't have to try and hit up a new person every time, and then
I get it. Yeah, definitely bring someone in house for this. It's over and over. You want it in house.
even if we find them from Fiverr and then we just kind of pull them more.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, I'm not opposed to doing that either,
Right.
but I don't know how to I don't know how to pull a graphic designer out of my rear end.
Got you, bro. I'll take care of it.
If we do that, then legitimately all I worry about is production
I
and
love it.
making sure the train in the back runs on time.
Well, man,
Which to me that's pretty easy. Making sure that the books line up and the train runs on time.
let's get this train running. Let's get some more deals coming through.
Because I mean, I have enough office space that I mean, if in the next 2 months we get to the point where I really need to find another sales rep, it's not a problem. I have enough office space. I have enough desks. I can easily put another one in here.
It's time to hit more 3K days.
Yeah, we could hit a 3K day almost every day of the month, or at least the roughly 21 days that Claire's with us a month. We are solid.
Perfect, Nate. Well, let me know if you need anything. Sounds like to me the main thing we got to focus on now, the next step, the next bottleneck that we have to focus on is just getting that graphics designer in place.
Yep. And yeah, I guess Claire was asking me today, is like, what are you going to do about production? And I was like, don't worry about that. You worry about bringing the money in, and then I will appropriate the money.
Yeah. Just make sure she knows that we're doing good work, or else she'll lose conviction. That's it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sitting at her desk right now, and I'm looking at the screen printing press.
That's awesome.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
she can see it literally from
She sees
here.
it every day. She sees it every. Never mind then.
Yeah, I mean, her office is 5 feet from production.
That's sick, brother.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be all right. I honestly don't think Claire will. I think she'll be fine.
Perfect. All right, brother. I'm gonna head out now. If you need
All right.
anything, hit me up, and I'll be right back to you. I'm actually gonna call Alex right now about the graphics designer.
Okay.
So I'll shoot you a message either tonight or tomorrow morning. See how that goes.
Yeah, that's fine. Because if we can do that, I can move Emily over to focusing on our social media presence, boosting our Facebook page, our Instagram page, which I know in turn will help ads.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I know she's got some ideas flowing around up here, but she hasn't had a chance to start bringing them to life.
We just have to implement now. Cool. All right, man.
All right. You need anything, just give me a call.
Give me a call if you need anything, brother. I'll reach out to you about the graphics designer.
All right. Did you still want to do Monday's meeting or did you want
Sure.
to?
Let's check in on Monday.
All right. Peace.